morning, Rider! Are you ready? Also, shout outs to Tokushatsu one more time for letting us watch this legally and shouting out our podcast on top of that. Thank you so much, Tokushatsu. We love you, Tokushatsu.
We've hit three times. Three times they published.
3 or 4 times, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And of course, I'm rocking my gear, like right here.
You're such a sellout.
Yeah, I am a sellout. It's like talking big game about it's like talking big game about salsa verde Doritos and then ending up on a Cool Ranch commercial.
I will say if I had any merch to sell out to, I'm like Tokushots. Well, no, Toe Collectibles or Tokushots. If you got any merch, we will whore ourselves out here just to get that sweet notoriety. And if that leads to
we would go like full
shout out. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. It's like we would go full Garth from that scene from Wayne's World, the movie, where it's like some people have no self-respect, man.
Like people do stuff just because they get paid.
Yeah,
and that's just wrong.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I have my name legally changed to Pepsuber.
I have my name legally changed to Pepsi Man.
Also, what's up with all the Mr. Pibb commercials? I had like 3.
I noticed that recently.
I had 3 Mr. Pibb commercials on when I was watching this episode. I was like, one in the beginning, because apparently we have to take a break, and then the one at the end. I'm like, okay, I know that Pepsi owns Pibb, and that's like their version of Dr. Pepper, but are we trying to make Pibb a thing? Hasn't Pibb always been a thing?
Wait, isn't Mr. Pibb sold by Coca-Cola? Because I always see it on Coca-Cola soda machines.
Yeah.
Soda fountains.
And also notice how Slice also is making a comeback as a prebiotic soda.
Oh my god!
I mean, yes, it's a prebiotic soda, which means one can is like $3 plus. But what makes them really sell out is the fact that they're like, we're the healthy soda. It's like, no, just because you're prebiotic, because so you're just adding like apple and vinegar cider to your soda so that you can nurture the bacteria that are already living in your stomach. Okay, whatever. But the thing is, if you drink a lot of those, you're still gonna turn fat. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Just looking it up. Yeah, Pibb is owned by Coke.
Yeah.
Although I'm like, okay, Dr. Pepper is its own thing.
It is its own thing. Those are the big 3: Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, so
since the 1880s.
Coke,
it's Pepsi, Dr. Pepper.
That's why I was like, wait a minute, but I do recall, and I was like, no. Like, Dr. Pepper kind of plays it both ways. Like, it's got both its hands in the red and the blue. Because sometimes you do see them on their fountain machines, but it's like, wait. But yeah, I was like, wait, you're right. You're totally right. But again, why are we trying to make Mr. Pibb a thing? Like, what exactly are we trying to say? Because again, you have Coke, you have root beer, and then it's like and then there's like variations of darker sodas, but I'm like, yeah, it's all kind of just either a slimmed down or a more sugary version of Coke.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like, if it doesn't involve a cross promotion with American Dad, I'm not interested.
Oh yeah, because Stan Smith loves Mr. Pibb.
For some reason, Mr. Pibb is the all-American soda. Like, both Coke and Pepsi have sold out to communist China for some reason. I'm like,
that is something Stan would say.
Yeah, no, that is what he said, because it's like Mr. Pibb has not. I'm like, you know what, Stan? You're just almost the same as Hank Hill when it comes down to anything he owns. If it's not made in America, which good luck trying to find something now, it's like you would sooner die than get it replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm going to be honest. I do very much enjoy both Mr. Pibb and Dr. Pepper, but I think I like Mr. Pibb a little bit more.
It's
I've
got a
never.
little bit more
I'm gonna be
of a-
honest with you guys. I never drank Mr. Pibb.
It
a
tastes
little bit
very,
more of a-
very similar to Dr. Pepper, if you've ever had that.
I think I might have had Dr. K at one point.
the store
Because
for-
everyone wants to be that one bootleg soda.
Well, you know what? I don't give a shit about if it's store brand sodas or anything. I'm like, it's pretty much the same formula.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like-
Stars and Stripes, you get 3 liters, not 2, 3 liters for 99 cents.
and I'm just like, yeah, you know what? The reason why anyone will say that something tastes different is because, yeah, if you take a look at the ingredients, they load more sugar in certain sodas. So, yeah, it is sweeter. It is different taste because you're not getting oversaturated or getting screwed out out of what the base product is. So, good luck.
Or like how Walmart sells Dr. Thunder and Mountain Lightning.
Oh my god.
Hey, you know what? I have like thank you to the internet for breaking the code of how to make Baja Blast at home. So if I'm on a budget sometimes, those dollar sodas,
Which always assume that we always are.
you know, especially in these times, it's like, yeah, I am not buying a liter of Baja Blast. I will simply make my own with 3 ingredients. Thank you. And I'm only costing for 1 can.
Key, when we were doing those lockdowns 5 years ago, like one thing that I definitely went out of my way to do while I was home ridden because of the lockdowns is I made cola from home. Like I made my own emulsified syrup using cilantro and the lemon zest and other spices, and then I use a chemistry kit to carbonate my own water, and then I use the carbonated water to mix with the syrup. It's like an old school soda jerk. It's like you get the carbonated water first, and then you put in the syrup, and then you stir it like old school, and it was dope.
Yep. And now on to Nuka-Cola flavors from the Fallout series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or you start making your own sodas from video games, like many people start doing. Like, how many people have been trying to make the Five Nights at Freddy's soda the thing? Which, God knows why you want pepperoni flavored soda.
I love that Cooking with Babish made the Taco Town taco from SNL.
Yeah, you know, when you say pepperoni flavored soda, it reminds me of a time when I met up with a friend at Mitsuwa Marketplace, and I asked him, "Have you ever had ramune before?" And he's like, "What is that?" And he's like, "No, that sounds gross." And I'm like, "No, it's not ramen flavored soda."
Which will go, it's not. It's club soda, but it's like it's candy pretty much. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I promise you, the name is not what you think it is. And if that were ever a thing, look, I've tried clear Coke before, and that made that although it tasted the same, my brain was like, this is not what this is.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me, but I know. They pretty much took Coke and put it through a filter to get rid of the caramel color.
Yeah.
But this is Coke. This is totally Coke. And the Japanese do not skimp on their weird flavors. Which I ask, who is the market for this? But then again, we must remind ourselves that Jones Soda is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
but yeah, I still can't believe that there's a flaming hot Mountain Dew.
It's, you know what it was? It literally was just Code Red with cinnamon flavor.
Ugh, that's even worse.
So I'm just like, okay, what? Like, do not tell me I'm going to be drinking like zest of hot Cheetos. No, it was a Code Red with like a hint of cinnamon, and I'm like,
you know, speaking of Mountain Dew Code Red, am I the only person who notices when I look at the art on Mountain Dew Code Red bottles and the 12 packs of cans, that's clearly a red recolor of Gamera that they're using on it, on the packaging.
On the logo?
Yeah, if you look up Mountain Dew Code Red, they have a very Gamera-looking kaiju as its mascot.
I'm gonna have to take a look on this.
Yeah, it's a big red turtle that clearly looks like Heisei Gamera.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna have to take a look at this.
Yeah, I kid you not. And so I'm thinking, okay,
Mountain Dew Code Red, we will proudly sponsor you. We'll probably be sponsoring your drinks if this is true.
Yeah, so I'm thinking to myself, okay, are they gonna talk to Toho about having Godzilla be their mascot for regular Mountain Dew? Then again, there was a Dr. Pepper commercial for Godzilla back in the 80s.
He also did Snickers.
That's right, in 2014.
Yeah, he also did Snickers.
I remember there was a Snickers ad where a Rowan Atkinson was a ninja, and it's like, you're not you when you're hungry, so it's like no, it's like a ninja, but when he's hungry, he turns into Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good times.
All right.
Good times.
Right.
But for real though, let's talk about the other things that we've lost in the void. More specifically, we've lost our writer, Kamen Rider Zeztz, in his 14th case, Thunder.
Thunder,
Zeztz.
And we just were talking about Dr. Thunder.
Yeah, the most famous Dr. Pepper knockoff that you could get at Walmart.
Even more than Dr. K?
Wait, Dr. K from RPM has her own soda?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite soda is Diet Venjix.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Venjix soda has motor oil in it.
Oh, geez. That makes sense! That makes sense! Because, like, zero!
Oh my gosh, he's a Venjix attack bot in another unit, and he got to the Kamen Rider universe.
It totally makes sense! No, but for real though, like if you think I'm just messing with you guys though, let me just share something with you.
Yeah,
this is a thing that exists.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, there really is Dr. K soda.
Dr. K, yeah.
Dr. K, yeah.
So let me see. And no, you're right. You're totally right. I'm looking at it right now because we were just talking obviously about sodas. There is a Gamera turtle kaijin on the cans of Mountain Dew of Code Red.
Was somebody at the Pepsi company like a big fan of the Gamera movies or something, or did they ask Dai if they could use Gamera's likeness?
That'd be funny.
Yeah,
I did no more, obviously, but yeah, no, it's on there. I'm guessing because I guess Gamera is within the like public domain.
Oh yeah, like if you if you look at the box, it's even more noticeable because here, let me show it to you right here. Look at the box. It's way more noticeable that it's freaking Gamera.
Yeah, and
exactly.
It's the Code Red cherry flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, is this the current like what they're using today?
Yes, because I go to my local grocery store and I see Gamera every single time I see the Code Red there.
I wonder why. I wonder why that's a thing.
I don't know. Maybe they were fans of it, or they just made it like a legally safe knockoff enough to where they won't get sued.
Maybe. Okay.
But that is clearly Gamera.
Mountain Dew, you should totally sponsor us. We'll drink Code Red. We'll even sing Gamera song.
My kidneys will probably suffer from it, but we need the sponsorship money. It's the holiday season. Give the gift that keeps on.
Yeah, don't worry. Your kidneys will be fine because Gamero will be there to save the day and your kidneys.
We need to buy more novelty stuff from Toku Collectibles.
Look, even our background is code red.
All right. Anyway, so I was not here last week, but I am aware about what happened. And
we use the Isaac Newton icon.
Baku, are you a fucking moron? Like, legitimately. I mean, I get what you were trying to do, and I mean, again, the moon, the asteroid came alive, and is this that creepypasta?
Which one?
That one where, like, well, again, I say it's like obviously based off of Dead Space, but it's that one where, like, NASA shoots a rocket into space, and I guess they're in space, but as they're in space, it's from a POV of the astronaut, and then he looks over to the moon, and the moon just, again, kind of like two craters kind of start like blinking, and then a mouth just appears on the.
Oh, when the moon wakes up.
Yeah, when the moon wakes up. Yeah, I was like, okay, that's not a callback to Dead Space 3, even though that is the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yeah. We already had creepypasta elements in Ultraman Arc last year.
We even discussed it in Omega.
I'm like, okay, so we're going into creepypasta territory. It's not the moon, it's the asteroid. And again, I mean, we're not kaijin in this show can vary in size. We got kaijin and kaijus. So yeah,
Kaijin.
but your grand plan is to create a black hole, and you can't really control this.
No. I mean, have you seen Spider-Man 2?
You can't really control it, and you kind of like, well, not only did you not let the black hole do its thing, but you kind of self-propelled yourself with a rider kick through the damn moon. And I'm like, you do realize that death is just over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just sipping his coffee, just being like, hey, what's up?
But regardless, it's like, yeah, okay, Baku has died more times than he has. I mean, the actor has died more here than he has in most of his other shows that he has done.
I've made a meme before where Dan Kuroto died 198 times. Technically, it's 201 at this point. Yeah, he died 201 times while what's his name? Takeru Tenkuji, who's 18 years old, and if you forget, he will remind you at the beginning of every episode of Ghost. He died 7 times, but somehow it still feels like Takeru died more times than Den Kuroto.
I feel, I mean, looking into the actor who is Baku, I actually found out that he is kind of a drama queen in his performances, because again, we have solidified this and and it's not shocking to anyone that Kamen Rider is very popular not only among among children and teens, but it's also very popular among women in Japan.
Yeah, like the mothers who watch it with their sons.
Well, no, not just that, but young women, single women. Like, apparently the demographic for Kamen Rider.
Oh yeah, when the actor who played Takeru Shiba released that one calendar, how many women bought those calendars?
When even as proof, when I was in Japan and I would go to like the Kamen Rider diner or whatever, I saw more women there than I did, and I was kind of like, okay, why? Well, obviously the reason why is because not only are they young actors and whatnot, but apparently, a lot of the actors after Kamen Rider, again, it is a stepping stone series that leads into better roles and bigger parts. A lot of our Kamen Riders have gone into boy love dramas, which we have.
Yeah.
And Baku actually did the reverse.
Really, he went from Boy Love to
Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider. That's crazy.
So I was like, and again, I was kind of like, why is there such a huge like thing with the actor? Obviously, in Japan, I looked into it. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And I even said it in the first episode of the reviews. I'm like, this guy's too pretty. We're really trying to hammer it in there that, hey, girls, guys, pay attention to the actor, please. Pay attention to him.
Yeah.
He's already he's semi-established. I'm guessing, like, again, this is a stepping stone for maybe other roles, obviously. But I was kind of like, okay, Baku, you have died way too many times in this show, and we haven't even gotten to like episode 15 yet. And
yeah.
that's what
Freaking Fujoshis, they're everywhere.
Yeah. He plays Fujoshis. He plays like those very like tsundere type of character. Like that answers so much for Baku. That really does, especially in this episode more so because now Baku is mad and he is really, really showing his acting range here.
Yeah. It's interesting that you mention, Kamen Rider, at least for a long while now, usually has like the lead character be like a pretty boy. I remember in my very early years of being a Kamen Rider fan, there were a lot of Showa Rider purists. I remember like maybe three times. Yeah, I remember seeing like 2, maybe 3 times a YouTube comment saying something along the lines of the Showa series is more manly, whereas Heisei Riders nowadays are more pretty boy looking.
Oh yeah, it's like what were the occupations of the Showa Riders? It's like scientist, journalist, motorcyclist, scientist, assistant to scientist, jungle boy,
martial artist.
Yeah, martial artist, ninja, college student / helicopter pilots, and then it's like, what are the Heisei Riders? Bum, gardener, journalist, and bum, unemployed, technically assassin. Chef.
But he's a pretty boy detective. Yeah. That's why he gets away with doing what he does.
Yeah.
Chef, well, the thing is that, like with the whole Showa Rider purist thing, I found out I got into Kamen Rider in 2007, and then I started to see it stop. Like I haven't seen it since Double began. Ever since Double began in late 2009. I have not seen anybody, say Showa is better than Heisei, which, it's subjective. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying people are wrong for thinking that. I'm just saying, like, for the longest time, I see people put, like, the Heisei Riders up to a much better standard than when I personally started out as a fan. And I'm guessing it's because, like, the recent shows at the time and, at that time, it was mainly recent shows getting subtitled, and that's how people were checking it out and whatnot. That might have been a part of it.
We were a certain degree of gen oneing.
We were already ahead of the curve, Like I know how girls now are like obsessed with Korean K-pop fans now. We were doing that a long time ago with the Kamen Rider series, and it all started with Wataru.
Wataru was the pretty boy.
Wataru was the pretty boy, and then it just kind of kept going. Maybe not Kabuto, I can't really say because a lot of people don't really, they talk about, but not so much about the actors. But then you go into Double and those and Forze and Wizard and Gaim and all that. And it's like, yeah, but again, it's like honestly, I think it was just like after Gaim, after Drive. That's when the influx started. Because there's a list out there. I'll have to find it, but again, that's here nor there of actors that Kamen Riders that have gone into the genre. So I'm like, that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah. I think it also depends on like who this person is from a certain country, because
I know that like, build definitely is big right now. I actually found that out. That build is actually very big in the genre.
Yeah. Like I've seen on the internet, like we've had a bunch of tokusatsu, expand globally, back in like the 80s and 90s and whatnot. So I know, like, I've heard that there are like Kamen Rider Black purists from the Philippines.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if I like unintentionally saw them back in the day on YouTube. And I also remember, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not crapping on them. But one of the weirdest things I've seen is that since Changeman has a huge following in Brazil, I remember a few times seeing elitist Changeman fans, and I remember one person saying Power Rangers is a ripoff of Changeman. And I'm thinking, so by that logic, is Changeman a ripoff of Go Ranger?
Ha! Because it was technically a different show back then.
Anyway, so we're in the void. We're in the void, technically. And of course, Best Girl Nim has to be here. Weren't you just on the other side? What are you doing here? You're like,
how'd you get there?
You're literally Schwardinger's cat.
Yeah.
You are here, but you're not. You're there.
It's funny. Earlier today, I was actually talking about my Christmas tradition of watching Hellsing and eating Chinese food.
You are such a weeb because, again, anytime I mention the actual project of Schwardinger's cat, everyone goes into Hellsing. I'm like,
no. It's just crazy that earlier today I talked about Hellsing, and here you are mentioning Schwardinger's cat. But the thing is, and there is a void involved. But the thing is, honestly, if I was going to make a TV reference to Schrodinger's cat, like in any other situation, I would have more likely used Rick and Morty, season 2, episode 1. If anything,
I am using it in the proper context as they did back in the time of the World War, and you just have to take it to the weeb verse and being like, yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Believe you me, I've had this conversation many a time with people, and I'm just like, no, look it up. No.
I know Schrodinger. It's so you put the cat inside the box, and you have an unknown gas inside of it, and you don't know if the cat is alive or dead.
You can't save yourself, you damn weeb. You already went the Hellsing route, so don't try to save yourself.
I'm not trying to save myself. I'm explaining it. The point is, there is uncertainty. You're both alive and not alive at the same time.
We do not condone such behavior here. Anyway, so yes, Nem is living the Schwardinger life because 1 minute she's outside in the dream world, and then she's here in the void with Baku. Apparently, this world is the in-between. He calls it his dreams, but I don't really see it that way. Because we do get to see the world, again, it's like broken pillars floating in the air. There's obviously the red, green, blue, and dark purples that represent the capsule colors. But here's the thing that really kind of made me made me think, okay, this isn't your dream, Baku, because if it was, how come this is the first time we're actually in here? It doesn't really seem that way. Also, if you notice, in every single color, there's things floating around it.
And they have different shapes too. I noticed that.
And in the red specifically are bodies. Now I know the red capsules are physical enhancements. I get that. But here's the thing though. Now that we know that capsules are nightmares trapped inside and you're using their powers, what the hell is all that? I know the blues and the purples have like squares and rectangles and triangles, but here in the red, it is specifically humanoid shaped.
So in the other colors, it's O-Ranger? Ole?
Busy cam.
Yeah. But here's also my question. Again, also one thing I was like, wait, what is obviously Zeztz is 7. The Z turns into 7s, and the numbers that he keeps pulling up are 3 7s, and his title is Agent 7. So okay. But again, most people, children don't know that 7s obviously can be a lucky number, or the casino with the gambling, obviously, of hitting 777s, meaning a jackpot.
I mean, if you played any Sonic game, or like really old Pokemon games.
Yeah. But the thing is that
or like that time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters to where Bandit Keith was cheating against Joe Nozi.
Lucky 7.
The Lucky 7s, yeah. But here's the thing, though. Why are you called Agent 7? And what happened? And again, every time you do a rider kick, you end with 777s. Are we calling you Agent 7 because you're the 7th in the lineup, or are you the 777th? Because again, there are a lot of bodies in this red.
My gosh.
In this red void right here, there's a lot of bodies, a lot of body shapes. So,
okay, if your theory is correct,
I remember we were talking about theories where like reincarnation might be a thing in this show.
Yeah.
It's like how crazy would it be if like this is not the first Code 7? Because remember, even in James Bond movies, and like believe me, I watched like 7 of them back to back. No intended reason that there's 7 of them, but like basically it's like 007 is a code number, which means anyone can have it because like even in GoldenEye they appointed a new Q, sorry, not a new Q, a new M, who is Judi Dench, and she's been M ever since. Yep. And then you have Q, and they established that it's like you had that one old guy who's Q, and then in Tomorrow Never Dies, we were introduced to John Cleese. Is like, oh, so would you be Aw then? And then the previous Q retires, and then the next movie, what's it called? Not Die Another Day, but I'm trying to remember what the third one was. The one with the pin that blows up. I'm trying to remember it, but yeah, it's like basically like John Cleese comes back, but this time he's Q because he replaced the previous Q. They had that transition period,
right?
Yeah. So
if that theory about that Steve mentioned about these floating bodies here might be like previous agents or something, that's actually pretty effed up if that's true.
Absolutely.
Well, again, why pick 777s? I mean, obviously, because Zeztz is the 7th Kamen Rider, or we got to go with the supposed numbers theory that they're like, no. Because again, if you look at that scene again and you look at every single, notice the colors and the shape, but in the red, it's very humanoid. So it's like, this isn't like a circle or a trapezoid or a hexagon or even a diamond.
Very human shaped.
It's very human shaped. And again, the red capsums are physical enhancements to the rider itself. So can that be a possibility that, you're Agent 7, but only because, well, why wasn't, again, the motorcycle, our main guy is 0. So he knows he's not involved, but this can't be the first time. And again, even Nox kind of gives us a little thing that 0 knows something about this organization that we are involved in.
Yeah.
So could this story not be like as black and white as, oh, these are the good guys, these are the bad guys? Because technically there is no bad guy. Yes, Nox is trying to get the nightmares into the real world, but with what reason? He is not someone I see as not doing this just because. There is a reason he's doing this. He's trying to, it's more like an anarchist type of way of thinking. He's not just blindly wanting to infect the world. He's trying, again, he attacked the police station. He was going after powerful people, affecting their dreams and affecting the dreams of people who had power and money. So what is it that he's trying to do? It looks like he's trying to destroy the established order. And again, the meteor thing, that was just, okay, that's just easy because, again, some kid and his dream, I'm like, yeah, I mean, if I could destroy society, an asteroid, a pelting of asteroids could honestly do it. But yeah, that made me think. That made me really question because I'm like, why bring this into this series if there was no reason for it? Like, this doesn't seem.
And also, I'm still questioning about the whole national secret thing.
Yeah, the national secret.
Yeah.
What's the national secret? So anyway,
No, it's the we already had a movie about that 21 years ago with Nicolas Cage with National Treasure.
Yeah. But anyway, let us fast forward through the opening. I know people have said to me, "Why do you say that? Do you want me to sing the damn song?"
Dun 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 dun.
Anyway, so yes, we go into a dream. Now we're in the dream. Now we're in Baku's dream, but it's not really a dream. It's more of like a remembrance, a memory, because we're going back to Baku's school days. And apparently he was in a cram school when he was a child.
You know what's interesting is that I'm looking at the void all over again, and I noticed that in the red void, in addition to all those bodies,
right,
the phrase H2O keeps popping up. And I'm thinking to myself,
why is there the formula for water there?
Yeah.
Why?
Humans are because humans are like 90% water or something.
Yeah. And you know what's really interesting is that when you go to the blue area, when you go to the blue area of the void, like you see all kinds of things like pyramids, but if you look carefully, you could see one of the tablets from the Pandora's box. And you see things that almost look like cell metals, but they're not cell metals. But it's crazy that one of the Pandora panels is just like in there.
And was not the Pandora panel and also the cell metals in, again, theming kind of like world ending or world catastrophic events that cause people to suffer.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh look, I just saw a calcium formula in the red area.
Calcium.
Yes.
H2O and calcium, again, another component that are inside the human body.
Yeah, I see magnesium. I see hydrogen bonding with oxygen.
Oh god.
I see a bunch of different chemicals in there. Like
I think I'm holding water here. I think what I'm saying might actually be true. Why are these random elements inside this one red zone?
Why are these random molecules here? Because I see a bunch of molecules. Yeah,
I know they're physical enhancements, but again, look at it.
Iron.
Okay, and it's red. And it's red. And it's red. Normally, when you see human parts in a red area, that's not a good thing. Anyway, so yeah, apparently Baku is remembering his school days, and I guess, from my understanding, cram schools are like specialty schools, right? Like for the gifted, right? But sometimes they're like for like extra study, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was like, okay, is it a good thing that you're in a cram school? Because most of the time I was like, you're there because obviously maybe you need a little extra help. I don't know. But we deal in hypnosis for some reason in this school.
Yeah, no, it's very much like Sailor Moon when Ami goes to that cram school and they have to put on those glasses with that special disc.
Yeah. But yeah, we tried to, again, it's not very obvious. I mean, it's obvious, but we're trying not to make it obvious.
Yeah. Oh, remember Up, Up, and Away on Disney Channel original movies?
Yeah. Like we're trying to make it seem like it's a big secret, but it really isn't. That the teacher is Nox.
Yeah. Agent 4 was the teacher. It's like, and he talks to Baku in particular. It's like, why do I not remember this? Why do I not remember this?
Because you are being under the hypnosis, boy. I don't know why. I don't understand why. But the main point is that you were here, I was here, and why am I just barely understanding this? Why am I barely, remembering this? And again, that's a question that he asks throughout the entire episode, is that why is it that I do not remember this, but only because I am here now am I slowly starting to get it all back? Like, what is it that it's again, many stories, many anime, manga, and shows have done this, where it's like it's a repressed memory that is, but like it was either you put it away or someone forced you into putting it away. As to why, we don't know yet, because I'm guessing that's what Nox is trying to do. Like Nox is very interesting in the fact that he is he's in the dream world, but he's not like Nem. Like as we saw, he's purposely here. He wasn't put there. He's not in a coma. It's not an accident. He is purposely here in the dream world. And what is it that he's trying to find?
Yeah, and apparently he's in his own dream world, as it turns out.
Yeah,
and he's fighting all these monsters. And he's fighting all these monsters nonstop. And like Nox is even saying, like, don't give it to fear. Do not be afraid.
Yeah, what is it that Nox is afraid of? Since he's the one. I mean, like maybe that's why. Obviously, that's why he took the revive capsule from Baku, because obviously his belt was destroyed. It was gone. So. Like again, he said he was a wanderer until he got the belt, until he got the belt back. And now he goes into his own dream world and he's fighting what seems to be shadow beasts. We don't really get to see what it is that he's fighting, but again, it's kind of like just like anything, like just a big puff of smoke, like we did with Baku when the capsule broke.
Yeah.
But again, this thing is personal because it knows Nox, or it's kind of like it's been there. It's kind of like a parasite, or like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, where it just kind of slithers in the darkness. It's there, and this is the thing. Whatever it is what Nox is trying to get rid of.
Like maybe it's a physical manifestation of his fear, or maybe it's a certain nightmare or something.
It's something, because again, even Nox being in his form, and I still say I don't really like this version of Nox, especially in his rider form. It's just that's with his visor down, like, or with the antenna down,
the crest. The face crest?
Yeah, the face crest is down. So I'm like, there's not really much of a difference between Zeztz and Nox, even though it's like, yeah, this is the good one, that's the bad one. At least in Kamen Rider Black, we could tell that who was Black and who was Shadow Moon.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder which one is Black.
Even though technically it's like, people will say, yeah, they look very similar. No, they do not.
Yeah.
No, the body.
Maybe in their insect forms, sure.
But by tone and by how they act, and more so how they look, that's not. How could you mistake that for Black? How could you mistake, how could you mistake, like AG for what's his face in the final movie? Like, we knew that wasn't him. We knew that wasn't. No.
Yeah, I mean, at least with Black and Shadow Moon, there's some parallels like the insect, like the grasshopper theme. Their belts look similar, but it has a different palette of colors on it. Their suits look somewhat similar, but it also they're brothers, and then they both were chosen to be Century Kings and had king stones put into them.
Yeah. But again, it's like, you could tell the difference. Obviously, with Nox, it's like really not that. To me, I'm like, I mean, the color's fine. Like I said, he looks like Ultron from Marvel, but a more badass version of it. And I'm just like, again, you could have done something more with him, and I just feel like you didn't. You just kind of, But anyway, Anyway, so he's having a hard time dealing with this thing, whatever it is. And we leave him there, and now we go to deal with Beth's girl and our Fuji, which I do recall. Yeah, Fuji did get a little bit irritating last episode. I'm like, for God,
he wasn't even in the last episode,
but he was irritating though in the last couple of episodes. I'm like, for crying out loud, dude.
Yeah,
we got evidence. We have receipts that it's Mr. Otaka. That it's your ex-partner.
That doesn't prove anything. Anybody could have faked that.
Oh, but fucking shadow people and black cases are real, but you don't believe this when it's right in front of your. At least Mulder, when he was presented with evidence, was like, no, you're right. Yeah, the Fuji, he's just again, that is what the dynamic is between him and Nausicaa, is that one is the button up, straight lace, get down and doing the hard work, while the other one is just a spaz. Figure out who is who. But Nausicaa obviously is like, look, we checked out everything, the galleries, the museums, and everything, and there's no sign of him. And even the painter guy that we know that he was there and whatnot, he doesn't have any recollection, but he was there. We do have proof, sir. It is a fact. And of course, Fuji is just being Fuji and just
he's being severely in denial.
He is just like, oh my God, oh no, I mean, come on. He was a great guy. He was a nice guy. He's like, it's that meme that they were doing for the Demon Slayer movie when it came to Asuna, where it's just like, he was the best guy around. What about the murder scene? What might I'm like, really, Fuji? Really? Is that what we're doing? Get out of here, Fuji. Go sit down and have coffee.
Just think of all the fangirls that Ted Bundy and Richie Ramirez had.
Oh God! I mean, don't get me wrong.
I still have Netflix documentaries. I think they have new fangirls.
I enjoy hearing cold cases and stuff like that as well. But I'm like, I'm not sitting there with my hand on the buzzard. Just listening to the mutilation of John Wayne Gacy.
Oh gosh,
they're not even cold cases because they've already been convicted and sentenced to death.
And I'm like, again, you like John Wayne Gacy? Someone's a chubby chaser.
There's a new series for John Wayne Gacy.
I know. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. But Fuji gets reprimanded by best girl Nausicaa, saying it's noon, we have to go get lunch. And Fuji's like, no, I gotta go take bro. She has the receipts, she has everything. What more investigation do you fucking need? It's like, no, we have to have lunch. It's noon. It's like, my meal times are at night. That's not proper for you, sir. You're gonna get unhealthy. Have you looked at the man? Does he look like the picture of health?
No.
This guy drinks Monster and calls it water.
In the words of Huntress, you ever heard of something called apophenia?
No, I have not.
Oh no, that's the line she actually says. But basically, apophenia is when you see connections between things, even where those said connections don't exist.
Mm-hmm. But here's
It's
the
all
thing.
it's all conspiracies with this guy. Not conspiracies. Conspiracy. Singular.
Just I'm like, Fuji, for crying out loud. But you know what? Not Best Girl Nazca deals with what we're dealing with right now. 1 minute it's sunshine, and then a minute later it's dark as all hell. Because we were in the parking lot, daylight behind us, and then she walks out like, let's get some lunch, and it's like lunch. It's noon. It's p.m. 12 p.m. noon, and it's darker than all dark outside. I'm like, who didn't pay the power bill?
Yeah, it's like that scene in Ed, Edd and Eddy to where Eddie eats the sun. Yeah, not bad. And then Jimmy goes, Jimmy, go turn down the sun.
Yeah, I'm like,
or when they try to get rid of Sarah by like making that little like
the Sonic running thing.
Yeah.
And then putting her in his place.
Yeah, I'm like, for crying out loud, what the hell? Anyway, that's all we get with Fuji and Best Girl. But we go back to Baku in his dream, and now he's trying to remember everything, and it's like, Baku, what exactly are we trying to remember? Now, of course, we know that Nox was your teacher in the cram school, but what else is it that you're trying to figure out? What is it? Because as always, it's like you go through one door and it's like, oh no, we didn't learn anything. All we know is that we just visited a memory. So what now? I don't know, because it's dark, it's raining. Your childhood self is in the fetal position in the middle of the street. God knows why.
And Nem is wearing the outfit she wore in the first episode.
That is true. She was not. Well, no, she was wearing that when we got there. But it's like, why are you wearing the same red dress? You weren't wearing that when we were. Like, as we entered the dream, she turned into the red dress. She wasn't wearing that when we got in. But apparently just because of whatever it is, just that has triggered inside our boy, the rain starts rewinding. It starts going up. And he summons the power of Thor.
Yeah, like he pulls a Zane from Power Rangers Space.
Yeah, he just again in the middle of a lightning storm, put yourself in the center with a metal rod and just go. And just call on the power of Thor.
And then when the rain is going in reverse, just play the part of "Open Your Heart" from Sonic Adventure that goes thunder, rain, and lightning.
Lightning,
but play it in reverse.
Water rising.
Yeah, but play it in reverse. The song in reverse when the rain is going back up.
Or we, insert song. We could put "Live and Learn" here, or we could do the Kill a Kill music.
Don't lose your way.
We get it. We get it. We get it.
Did you?
Anyway, but seriously, that would work here. Because apparently, Baku uses his capsum and catches a Pikachu and harnesses its power inside to create a whole new capsum that we have never seen before.
Let's see. Capsums, these spherical objects that contain, nightmares inside of them. Pikachu is a nightmare confirmed.
Yeah. Or you could use any of the other electric types that are out there. Electabuzz, Zapdos, anything of monstrous power. But how the dream world is such an interesting place because we just go from one dream to another. As if it's just like a sliding door. Because we go from the rain and the Kill a Kill soundtrack to Nox's dream, which is in a school, but we must remember what is our mission here.
Eliminate the enemy.
Oh,
And
by the
even
way,
even the sister was like, "Wait, eliminate? You can't have killed someone. Sometimes missions require you to use
yeah. I forgot to mention that. So sister obviously now knows about Zero and is aware of the.
It's crazy that she knows about Zero, but the two cops don't.
Well, yeah, that's right. They don't know. They don't know about Zero yet. But it's like, again, I'm like, okay, so she knows about Zero. She knows about what's going on. I'm pretty sure that he has told her what her brother's doing, and she's like, okay, fine. So not to freak out whenever he doesn't wake up.
Uh-huh.
But again, it's like, I don't know. Again, with what we're theorizing here, I don't know if she's actually safe or in danger when Baku's asleep. Because again, like the closet door is now open. She can go in and out no matter where. And it's just like, yeah, your brother is an agent and this and this. He has to do it. He's not a killer. He's not. He's a good person and wants to help people. Sometimes to help people, you gotta get your hands dirty. And she really lets him have it. Like really,
She slaps his robotic face.
Yeah, and then actually, when that scene happened, after she slaps him and his head goes over like this, an ad for me started after that.
ain't it always the way?
It slapped the show right out of your screen.
Like she was that strong that just yeah. Again, my question was, I'm like, okay, look, I don't know if she's safe even in her own home now, because with how we're going about this, and especially how Zero has been acting in these past episodes, it's like, yeah, you were ready to kick Baku to the curb, or you were ready to sacrifice him for whatever reason, and yet now it's like, okay, if you're willing to do that to an agent, what are you willing to do to the family? Because now she knows.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I'm like, that's an interesting plot twist. Are we sure that Big Sis is actually safe at home with Zero? But yeah, we cut back to Nox and Baku fighting, and Baku finally reveals his new capsum known as Plasma, which technically, yeah, that is what lightning is.
Yeah. And I have to say, what I love about this transformation, he's not just standing there and just like, no, like they do like a full thing from like the Arrow versus Flash, where it's like he's like running and like it's like.
Yeah. I kind of was like, I've seen this before. Where have I seen it? It's like, yeah, he's running.
Oh, I've seen this one. It's a classic. What do you mean? It's a new episode.
He's literally like doing the whole like running and speed punches. He's literally like every one punch.
Run, Baku, run!
Like 100 punches. But the thing is, he is electrical base, and of course Nox tries to use science against him, like create like bursting 2 water pipes as a shield, with like, yeah, you can't get near me because you're gonna electrocute yourself. Does that ever work, Nox?
Not really.
Does that ever work? Because again, didn't work. Baku, like, literally dodged all the water and still knocked you flat on your ass. And now we get a new toy, a new upgrade. He gets an arrow. He gets a bow and arrow, which kind of looks like one of those
Sonic arrows.
No, well, yeah, Sonic arrow, but it also reminds me of the weapons that the Klingons use on the original Star Trek.
Batlets.
Yeah, just play the theme song, just play the battle music, and I'm like, yeah, there it is.
Good.
But Nox get his ass electrocuted. It was super effective. Baku, you could finish him off. You could do something. No, you're not gonna do it. Well, he's already out. So what now? I'm gonna interrogate him. Okay, I'm hoping that you got a good way to get answers out of them and not just some cryptid bullshit. Yeah, why were you at my school? Who are you? Why can't I remember? Why blah blah blah? And it's just like, oh, so it's finally wearing off. You're starting to remember everything. It's like, what? Yeah, I didn't do this to you. You did it to yourself, but they did it to you too. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, apparently outside.
Yeah, I was only removing the darkness.
Yeah, outside forces did something to you, and of course, it's obviously that the school you went to is what did it.
Yeah. And so, what is this darkness that you say that you remove from me? Code.
I don't know, but again, Zero knows something because throughout this whole episode, we do get snippets of him when Nox is fighting his own demons, when Baku is in his dream world. It's like, Zero, what exactly do you know? Are you innocent in this, or were you a part of it? Or did you actually make this happen? Because again, Nox drops that code it's code. It's code. So what about code? What about the organization that I'm a part of? We don't hear what he said. We cut to a click view of Zero and then back to those two. And Nem looks like she's just seen a ghost. What did Nox say? We don't know. But again, it seems that maybe, just maybe, we are not the good guys.
Yeah, that'd be
Are we the baddies?
Yeah. Nox leaves us with one last word before he leaves, and that is protect yourself.
Yeah, it would be interesting if it turns out that Zero is actually manipulating and having ulterior motives for Baku, and Nox is actually the good guy-ish, kinda. Or maybe, who knows, maybe Nox is the one who's been deceived. Maybe he thinks he's fighting for the right cause, but he's the one being manipulated. But we don't know at this point in time.
We don't know because, again, it's still too early to know anything. We haven't even gotten a secondary form to Zeztz yet. We haven't even gotten like a secondary rider if there is one. Technically, Nox isn't the secondary rider until we finally establish something.
Yeah.
But all we know is that code is there's something that we don't know yet.
Yeah, they might be shady.
They might be shady. And again, if they're using nightmares on their powers, then again, my question is, where did the nightmares come from? Because we never established that these are entities or creatures from another dimension or another world. They just happen to exist in our world. But how? How was the nightmare made? A lot of questions. A lot of fucking questions.
Oh yeah, this episode's definitely a 10 for me.
It really did give a lot of info in this episode. Like, they are just like, let's start info dumping right now, but not enough that we like let everyone know what's happening. Only Nox and Baku know, and now Zero. So, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That was episode 14, Thunder of Kamen Rider Zeztz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this one was definitely a 10 for me. A lot of questions that make me like really excited to watch the next one. Plus the whole I'm gonna be honest with you, the quality of the show Flash went downhill. That it's so obvious that when Flash is fighting Despero, it's literally just they're both literally CGI the entire time, and even the rendering of the models were just really bad. But this takes me back to classic first 2 seasons of Flash, with the super speed effects and the lightning. Kind of makes me miss when the show started. All right, how about you guys?
Yeah, I give it a 9.5. It was an interesting episode, and it raises a lot of questions. And I want to see where it goes, and I want to see if Code is actually a very shady organization, or if Knox is just being deceived and he's fighting for a righteous cause, or what.
Yeah. How about you, Steve?
Yeah, no, this just kind of piqued my interest because I did kind of feel like Zeztz wasn't really going anywhere, especially with it its story wise. We haven't gotten much of the world or what is going on, but this was actually refreshing.
All right.
Yeah, so it's a top 9, really. It really is.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, everything that gets mentioned pays off.
Alrighty. So let's look at the comments, guys. Okay, it's Adam. How you doing, Adam? What's up, chatters? How you doing?
What's up?
2007. I was being born. Damn, you young.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's just like when I saw my 12-year-old nephew yesterday, and I'm realizing, oh my gosh, I'm 20 years older than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy is that it's I don't know if I feel old because you if you were born 2007, it means you're not even 20 yet. But also it's damn, it's been almost 20 years since I started getting involved in Japanese tokusatsu. 20 years. Can you imagine?
I do not feel old at all. I know apparently now they're asking people what is a year that is too old, and people are saying 2000. 2000 is old. And I'm like, yeah, we are at that time frame now. We are at that time frame that a lot of kids born in 2010, 2008 are now 17, 18 years old and just talking out of their asses on the internet thinking, yeah, if you're born in the 2000s, you're old. I'm like,
I was born in the last century.
Sweet lamb, you don't know anything.
In fact, you could say that me and Mike were born long, long ago in the 20th century.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All of us were really.
Yeah.
And long, long ago, 20th century. Honestly, that song makes me feel like this show is supposed to take place in 1998, even though it aired in 87.
Yeah, actually, now that you mentioned that, one Toku show that my brain always thinks it's newer than what it is Toho Cyber Cops. Because it came out in 1988, but if you look at the show, if you just go on YouTube and look at the intro, it looks like something that was made in the late 90s. I know for a fact that it came out in the late 80s, but my brain refuses to believe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I sometimes refuse to believe that the Rocky movies start in the 70s. For real, though, Rocky, the movie, came out in 1976. It's like the only thing that would be even crazier if it came out in 1971, because like, god damn it, it's like this movie is almost 50 years old. Yeah. Let that sink in. Rocky is almost 50 years old.
Yeah, it's like that scene in Family Guy to where it's like, I gotta go fight that guy on the moon, but there's no oxygen up there. That means there's no oxygen
for him either.
Yeah, Rocky, no, you're 60 years old.
Yeah. Apparently, there's development for a Rocky 7. And I'm not talking about Creed 1. I'm talking about, like, damn, are they really making a Rocky 7 with old man Stallone? It's like, bruh. Didn't they establish that he's, like, super old? That, like, he needs, Adonis to fight for him? Okay, we love Tendo. Yes, we do.
Indeed.
Yeah, I love Tendo too. He's super cool. I'm glad we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Void was super creepy.
Oh gosh, is this the Void that the Dark Brotherhood talks about in the Elder Scrolls games?
Oh geez, I hope not. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like seeing all those bodies and chemical formulas, that's crazy, man.
Again, because it's seeing the bodies and just again, I didn't notice a couple of formulas. I'm like, wait a minute, why is that? I'm hoping not, but if it is, I'm like, wow, we are going dark here. We're using the past dead bodies of past agents as our power-ups.
Yeah. Oh, so it's like one for all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, if you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified. For our latest videos, we discussed Ultraman Zeztz. Kamen Rider Zeztz, Kamen Rider Black, Ultraman Omega, number 1 Sentai Gojuger, and Tojima Tanzaburo wants to be a Kamen Rider. We're finally coming to an end to a tournament arc. Can you believe it? It's going to be V3. No, sorry. It's going to be Rider Man versus Human Tackle. The battle of were they considered Kamen Rider characters?
The battle of the sexes, man. Jesus.
Oh, man. But yeah, no, we hope you guys really enjoyed it. And also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss all things movies and TV shows. We recently released some new interviews and vlogs, including our interview with Sam Marin, who played Pops, Muscle Man, and Benson from regular show. Our vlogs for Blue Oyster Cult and Sailor Moon, the Super Live, are both up. And let me tell you, both very fun. And yeah, we got one vlog and 4 interviews left. And let me tell you, the next one I'm editing, it's 10 freaking minutes. So like that's a lot of content for you guys. Hopefully we'll be able to upload all 5 of those videos for you guys in the next 2 weeks. Man, can you believe the year will end in 2 weeks?
Already?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I want to read the agreement before we head into next year. What it is.
Yeah, well, there'll always be some double dealing and chip shamming going on.
Yeah, and then they'll try to make you into the human Sentai pad.
Human Sentai pad. Human Sentai pad.
Yeah.
It'll be part human and part internet browser and part centipede
and part ranger, because Sentai. Human Sentai pad.
Yeah. Oh wow! It has internet browsing and it craps in Kyle's mouth.
Yeah. Yes, and check out our personal content. We got a lot of personal different platforms and whatnot. But if you want to say hi to us in person, we'll be at the Pasadena Convention Center January 25th for Pasadena Comic-Con. Burbank Marriott on May 31st for Robo Toy Fest. And we're going back to Pasadena Convention Center on August 28th through the 30th for Power Morphicon. Wait, so. But yeah, no, we love you guys. We hope you have a great weekend. And we hope you have a great rest of your week. And stick around because very soon we will be reviewing a certain movie in honor of 3,000 subscribers and entertaining you for 7 years. That's 1 year more than the number of Power Rangers in this movie. Yeah. Yeah, but it is the number of Reiwa writers that we have discussed on this channel.
Gotta beat a dead horse before the end of the year, am I right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and with that said, guys, we love you. We hope you have a great one. Until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.
Good night, guys.
Sayonara.